LFO, so you should be able to change the LFO frequencies. That's the classic 80s synthesizer.
Like when the bad guy comes in.
Yeah. Should we try a different patch?
Do you request?
Oh, this is not graduation in this. Not very good.
Well, it makes analog sound to it, like,
It's like the old computer games, that sounds like, doesn't it? Yeah.
64-bit, 24-bit stuff, innit?
So you can actually change the range that the arpeggiation runs on. 2 octaves, 3 octaves, and 4 octaves. That's too fast.
Hard on that, mate. You mean it in
I'll
there?
play it.
Keep playing, keep going.
It does. It needs a bit of.
Tony, keep playing.
Because it.
Come on.
Next one. It's a true emulator. It doesn't sample. It actually does the match to be a piano. So you can actually change how hard the felt is on the hammers. If you want to get the tone of the camera, you can have it sounding like a honky-tonk piano or a concert grand, and you can put in the reverb depending on it. So if you ever come across software, you can run it on a PC. It's called Pianotech, made by a company called Mod Art. And their piano emulation software is like the best. But they do pipe emulation, pipe organ emulations, harpsichords, and you can literally change the tension on the strings in the software. It's just so crazy because they model it, they don't sample it. So it's the maths of doing it, and then they bring it out in software. And their piano emulation is just top notch. And then there's like in here, there's an Oberheim clone, there's a JX10 clone from Roland, JP8 clone.
The Oberheimer.
Yep.
So is that software, is it like what you put into that?
This is called Synthian. So it's a version of Linux that's running the Synthian operating system, and you can actually DIY it. You can do it yourself. I bought this as a kit, which is plug and play. You can literally plug it all together.
But all them sounds come from one place, I mean, one like piece of software.
Yeah. You can go on the internet. Synthian is free. If you've actually got a Raspberry Pi, you can pick one up from Cash Converters or something, or CEX, or you buy one online, sort of thing, from Amazon. You need a Raspberry Pi and you need a D2A converter to get the audio out. Well, it's actually A to D D2A because it'll do the audio in and the audio out. I think that one cost, the D2A converter cost me about 40 quid from Amazon. But it's like 96 kilohertz, 24-bit, so it's like pro quality audio.
Wow.
They do actually a kit now. It's a bit more expensive. They brought out a new module, which is about 700 quid, I think. But that's got 16 drum pads on it, so you can play drums on it. You can play samples. It's a sample player as well. You can record samples on it. You can stick an SD card in it. You stick a USB drive in it and play samples. You can use it as an audio recorder. Stick a USB drive into it, and it'll be a 16-channel mixer.
Serious piece of kit.
And
VSTs, no?
it's not VST. They are. I think they're a version of VSTs, but they're all running under the Synthian operating system. If you just search for Synthian there's a wiki that explains all the different tools and techniques of how it works. The ones they make, they're in a nice, like this It's bigger than this one. That's in a nice case with coloured buttons, and so you can actually do like triggered sequences or triggered patterns, or play a whole sequence of tapping the button. So you can do a performance with it. And it's got a touch sensitive colour screen on this one, which makes it easy to use. But you can plug it into a big monitor like that if you want to, and all on the monitor.
So if you called up your DX7 emulator in there, how do you edit the sounds? Is it got an interface to the PC or something, or do you do it on that little screen?
I think you can actually do it on this little screen.
It's
That's
going to
going
say
to
that
pay
you
for.
paid for.
And it's got a bit of arpeggiation there as well. And then we can go for that's 2 voice. Let's try dash lead. And it's velocity sensitive as well, so that's another relatively inexpensive way of getting a lot of synths in one place. You can actually do it using getting the different ESTs if you can find them, but you have to quite often pay for the ESTs. Whereas the Synthian, you're supposed to pay for these, but no one does, because it's Linux, which is a free operating system. But it's a complete operating system in one package. But if you just Google search for Synthian, you find it.
So as long as you've got the hardware, you can download them into it. Is that
Yeah, all you do is, what I did was that you download it onto a SD card and plug the SD card
Into the Pi.
into the Pi. And,
I've had one sitting in the garage for a couple of years and never done anything with it.
it depends on which Pi, the different powers, the different ages of the Pis have more capabilities.
Yeah.
So this needs a Pi 4.
Ah, right.
You can run it on a Pi 3.
I think mine's a 3.
It's just that the more processing power you need, the more emulations you can run, and the more voices you can play. So it's something like 64-note polyphonic. So if you can actually program it to different MIDI channels, you can actually have, like I said, an behind OBX running in one corner, and have another split your MIDI, so MIDI channels 1 and channel 2 on the keyboard. You can then have a DX7 or a church organ or a piano, running in the other MIDI channel, and actually program it up and make both notes. So it's a nice toy.
Very cool.
Mikey does his nights over in doors.
Every 2 months I do a synth meet over in just behind London Road, just off behind TJ Uses.
And he'll get all his gadgets out, which is.
I normally bring a couple of carloads of gear along. And yeah, so I normally have things like a DX5. Last time I had a Roland D50. I've got a DX7 2FD. I've got a Technics WSA, which is a very powerful synth. But I've also got a big modular. I've got some Eurorack, and my Eurorack's growing. I keep making stuff.
Have you got like a website or Facebook group or anything?
The Facebook, there's a Liverpool Synth group on.
Liverpool Synth.
Is it alright to add you into our WhatsApp group? Because obviously you're gonna get hammered with questions now, aren't you?
How to do this, man?
Videos like that, mate. How does that go into there, man?
One of my favourite things is I know enough to know how little I know. And the only stupid question is the one you don't ask.
That's it. That is, yeah.
Because it's
Well, thanks for being so helpful anyway, and so helping and that.
I'm a mine of useless information.
That's
Fascinating.
That's all our fascination.